Audio Jungle.
With his bow and arrow, Cupid strikes love into the hearts of many. He is a symbol for love all around the world and is known as the guardian of romance to many. But who is Cupid? Who is the winged toddler who has become the symbol for love all around the world? What is the story behind the baby who today embodies love itself? Today, we will dive into the myth of the Greco-Roman god Cupid and learn to better understand his portrayal today in modern media. Cupid was the Roman god of desire, affection, and erotic love. However, his story outdates that of the Roman Empire. His name, for starters, was not always Cupid. The name Cupid derives from the Roman word cupido, which meant desire. The name gifted to him by the ancient Greeks was actually Eros. Cupid, or Eros, was often viewed by the ancient Greeks as the son of the goddess of love, Aphrodite. However, of whom his father is often up for debate. Aphrodite was married to Hephaestus, god of blacksmiths, but she was having an affair with his brother Ares, the god of war. Some accounts even claim that she was two-timing both of the brothers with their other brother, Hermes, the messenger of the gods. Other tales suggest that Aphrodite gave birth to Eros by herself the moment she emerged from the sea, seeing as other myths and artwork account for him being present at the moment of her birth. However, Eros being present at the time of Aphrodite's birth could be the result of another myth surrounding his creation. The oldest myth surrounding his birth dates back to around 700 BC. Hesiod, one of the most ancient of all Greek sources, depicts Eros as the son of the premortal goddess of the night, Nyx. In Hesiod's text, he depicts Eros' birth as such. At the beginning, there was only chaos, night, darkness, and the abyss. Earth, the air, and heaven had no existence. Firstly, Backwing night laid a germless egg in the bosom of the infinite deeps of darkness, and from this, after the revolution of long ages, sprang the graceful Eros with his glittering golden wings, swift as the whirlwinds of the tempest. Not exactly the birth most would picture for the poster boy of Valentine's Day. This tale of events predates the tale of him as Aphrodite's son. It is possible that due to their constant companionship in ancient myths, and Eros playing less of an important role in Greek mythology than Aphrodite, that people began to view him as her son. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't change the fact that Eros, while a minor deity, was feared by the ancient Greeks. This fear was due to Eros' famous bow and arrow, which had the ability to make people, even gods, fall in and out of love. A prime example of Eros using this ability is in the myth of Apollo and Daphne. The myth goes as such. Eros becomes enraged with Apollo due to an ignorant comment made by Apollo about Eros' bow and arrow. Apollo tells Eros that a bow and arrow is a warlike weapon and should be left to mighty gods such as himself. Eros, offended, decides to show Apollo how warlike love can be. Eros shoots Apollo with an arrow that makes him fall in love with a nymph named Daphne. However, Eros also shoots her with an arrow that makes it impossible for her to reciprocate Apollo's feelings. Apollo falls head over heels in love with a girl who can never love him. He attempts to rape her on several occasions until the poor girl becomes so desperate to escape him that she begs the gods to turn her into a tree. Meanwhile, Eros sits high and mighty, laughing at Apollo's misery. The modern-day perception of Cupid is clearly not the same as it was in ancient times. Today, Cupid is merely a design on a Valentine's Day gift card. Why Cupid is perceived the way he is today is virtually unknown. However, it is nice to know that he is still a symbol of love all around the world.